The knitted cast on is a fabulous cast on to learn when you're a beginning knitter because it will both teach you the knit stitch and a cast on at the same time. You'll begin with a slip knot on your left needle. I'm going to show you both the English method and the Continental method. So if you're unfamiliar with those terms, English means that you tension in your right hand and Continental means you tension in your left hand. So we're going to insert the stitch insert our needle into the stitch, wrap counterclockwise as we would with a regular knit stitch. We're going to pull that stitch through, and here you'll have two strands coming off of your needle as you should, because it's a horseshoe shape. So with the strand that is closest to you, this one right here, you're going to take your left needle and you're going to pick it up like this. And then you're going to let that drop off your right needle and pull your tail. Do not pull too tight, and I'll show you in a little bit how to determine whether you've pulled your stitches too tight or if they're sufficiently loose. Again, we're going to insert into our stitch knitwise, and we're going to wrap the yarn around our needle, pull that stitch through. Again, that strand that is closest to us, we're going to take our left needle and pick it up and let that stitch drop off our right needle and pull the tail to tighten it. I'll do that twice more so you can see what that should look like. Insert, wrap, pull the stitch through. If you lose the stitch like this, it's because it slides off, use your index finger to hold that on the right needle. And then pick that strand up that's closest to you and let that drop off the right needle. I'm going to show you what that looks like without narration, but I'm going to try to go a little slower. And that is the knitted cast on. The way to know that you have not pulled your stitches so tight is to grab your cast on row and try to slide it back and forth on your needle. That's how you know it's not too tight. The way to know it's not too loose is if you turn your needle toward the ground and the stitches do not slide off, then your stitches are tight enough. To begin your knitted cast on, you're going to insert your needle into the stitch knitwise, wrap your yarn, then you're going to pull your yarn toward you, pull that stitch toward you. If you can see this stitch, there's two strands. There's going to be one that's closer to you and one that's farther from you. This one that's closer to you, you're going to take your left needle and you're going to pick it up like so. Let that drop off your right needle and pull. Don't pull too tight. Again, insert into the stitch, wrap your needle, pull the stitch through, We have, remember, this strand that's closest to us, and then this strand that's farther from us. Take your left needle, pick up that strand that's closer to you, like this. Let that fall off the right needle and pull to tighten. Remember, don't pull too tight, otherwise you won't be able to get your needles in on your first row. Let me zoom in so you can see that again a little bit closer. Insert, wrap your stitch, pull through, pick up this strand right here that's closer to you with your left needle. Allow that to drop off the right needle. And pull. And that is the knitted cast on.